Elasmo should have stayed banned. Welcome back to the funkiest creatures of Sonaria's news anchor. I'm Frown, and I'm going to be talking about Elasmo, whom I've mentioned in a video talking about his ban from Creatures of Sonaria's Discord server. From that, we had the impression that he was a responsible and a mature individual, but turns out he's not. He's the type of CC to accuse someone of stealing their content over the smallest of things. In his case, a word. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he created a big old public fuss over someone using a word. What's that word? It's obliterates. Not the video itself or the content it held, but a word on its title. I'd understand if he was defending his content. It's like a competition out there to make unique videos with COS, but over a word? Well, here's how it started. He saw a video from a person called Louver that had a title similar to his. Instead of trying to be civil and finding out who this person is and if they actually, stole their content or not through DMs, he decided to announce this in his public lobby chat with his audience being active. Here are a few screenshots of him whining like a little bitch over a word. Pause it to read if I'm too fast. His audience members were more mature than him, trying to suggest other words and to make him see it like a compliment of sorts. But he kept on complaining and deflecting. Then at some point, he said he got the right to use the word and that he's not gonna change it. Good for you. But so does Louver. It's an English word. It's not something you can just claim for yourself because you happen to Google synonyms for destroy. An 11-year-old knows what obliterates mean. You ain't special. Anyways, Knight, aka Louver, came in to finally defend himself, and he was pretty nice about it. He was even okay with changing the title. Meanwhile, Elasmo, who went on a whiny rant for the entire time, suddenly was trying to convince people that he didn't care. Yes, my friend, keep saying you don't care like 3 to 4 times. That's really convincing after we just witnessed you complain about a word. Then for whatever reason, he began giving Louver tips on how to make better thumbnails, using his own examples and whatnot. And what? Whether it's his retardation to the situation or his narcissism trying to make him look good, he decided to cop out from his claims that this person was copying him and began showering them with ideas. So, Elasmo, did you or did you not have a problem with them? If you did, then stick with your guns at least. Have some dignity. If you didn't, why did you make a fuss to begin with? You're just bringing unwanted attention to this person because of your rushed conclusions. I asked Elasmo in DMs, why he did this. It's apparently because he wanted to know who this person is and he wanted to find them out. I'm sure there are other ways to go at it. If you really want to publicly mention him, at least can you not go for a different tone? Maybe that's not immediately accusing them. All of this just it has blown me away at how silly it is. But overall, I wouldn't have cared much about this drama because again, it was just some stupid CC trying to sound like they're important over some fucking word. But I noticed something that really caught my attention. Some of you might have also spotted it. This comment made by one of his moderators. Yup, someone with power in his community just said that bluntly to a community of impressionable young audience. If you don't see a problem with this, I think you need to flush your brain out. Elasmo didn't seem to think there was a problem, so that's saying something. He was defending his moderator to me in DMs, deflecting blame, and just overall being ignorant and arrogant. Here's why this little comment has a huge problem, and it's not something you can just shrug off as a joke. False mass reports have always been an issue in YouTube, and there has always been time where videos get taken down successfully because of them. It's not some sarcastic joke you can just laugh about. It's something actively harmful if you don't get your audience to calm the fuck down, or if you don't give them any discretion. because they might actually go after the smaller YouTuber. There are some idiotic kids out there, or kids who just want to impress their big YouTuber by like hurting I don't know how to pronounce his name, but by hurting this person's reputation and brand. Ever since you created a community, you should know that you always had a level of control and power over your audience. We all know that. Everyone with a little bit of power over over a group of people know that they have some influence over them. Not putting any warnings and discretion to avoid potential risk coming towards this smaller YouTuber is irresponsible and immature. Do better than that. I've explained it to you multiple times in DMs as well, Elasmo, if you're watching this video, but you kept on throwing it off and bringing up bad excuses. Like, okay, I wasn't necessarily nice to you, right? I'm not really nice. But did you deserve my niceness and respect? No, of course not. Because you were being mean. You put someone in harm's way. It don't matter if you're some fucking YouTuber with a title or not. You're still a douche, and I'll treat you like one. Anyways, I don't want to go on for too long about this. I think you should be seeing like a video of like my entire conversation with Elasmo. So yeah, if it's too fast, go ahead and pause it. But yeah, before like I end this video, none of you in my comments go out of their way to attack Elasmo in his mod, okay? Do not attack anyone. You hear me? Unlike him, I'm actually gonna give you guys a warning. Do not attack anyone. If you do attack anyone, I do not want to associate myself with you. Anyways, but yeah, as retarded as they are, they still don't deserve to be attacked and targeted, okay? So don't attack Elasmo and his mod. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope Elasmo watched this video as well, because, I hope he'll have some sense hammered into him at some point. Oh, and before we end this, Elasmo, like an angsty 14-year-old that just discovered Twitter, made this little post on their like public channel. And I think after reading this, you should know how far his delusions go. Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.